Why, hello there, welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel. I woke up 5.5 hours ago. That's a nice change of pace. I've actually been awake for some time, right? Except I've been tired because I had 3 hours sleep. Because my body would not let me sleep. 10 out of 10 would do again. And I've just not had the energy to record, and I thought if I throw myself at it, it'll come to me. And so far, so good. We'll see how long that lasts. Anyway, we're back in with Trails of Cold Steel. Episode 2. I know, I've actually got more energy this time, despite being less awake. Yeah, weird. Right, let's go stand by our sword, as you can see. Oh, I forgot how sensitive I made this. I feel like it wasn't this sensitive last time, but here we are. Everyone is by their weapon. I am going to make an adjustment to that, because good God, is that overtly sensitive. Is it in here? It is not. It's in the main config menu. Okay, I can do this without giving anyone whiplash. Whoa, that's blurry. Don't like it. That's not even with super speed. Look, this is super speed. And then this is sprinting. Look at this. God. Right, let's go pick up my sword. That's not how you press it. It's left click. I obtained Force, one of the best master orbments in this series by far. Although all its later subsequent versions are also great, and I always use it. Oh god, I forgot how loud this game can get. Oops. That's called a Master Quartz. Set that into the large slot. Yep, will do. Orbments, a general term for mechanical devices that extract orbital energy from septium, yawn, and use it to generate magical effects enhancement. Battle Orbment Arcus, it's a device that lets you do that. And Quartz, made from septium fragments called Sepith. Master Quartz. Level up and gain new abilities with it. Cool. Yes. E. Equip. No. Orbment. Quartz. We haven't got any sort of lines of quartz, but we do have a master quartz, which is great. Can I get DLC stuff? Am I eligible for stuff? Hell yeah. Sick. So that shining pom bait is basically 5 guaranteed levels, I believe. Memory serves me right. So that's kind of amazing. The rest of it is quartz, which is also pretty useful. Not right now, because you can't open them right now, but I can pick through any of these, and I'm obviously going to pick attack, because 10 attack points. Oof. They're all shocked because the power is inside them. This game is so loud. I can hear it from my headset that is on the desk, a good 3 feet away. That light means that you've successfully synchronized with your Arcus. You can use arts, and they have other nifty features, but I don't want to barge you with information. We'll cover that at a later time. Yes. Like combat links. Cool. Cool. There's monsters in the dungeon, basically, is what she summarized as saying. Don't die, make it back to the surface. Which sounds oddly dystopian for a school setting, but hey. Only then will she take complaints. That's wild. Slightly more motivated now. She offered a kiss on the cheek. Well, thank you, Sarah. I don't think she's... Me too, and I really hope not, because I really want that kiss on the cheek. Oh, I think they mean the situation. Humph. Where do you think you're going? Did you plan to wander off and on your own without saying anything? You're number 2. Ugh. Apologies, as I said. Not much sleep. That was significantly less Okay. I have no interest in becoming friends with anyone here. I'm surprised that you, of all people, give a damn what I do. Unless you've suddenly decided you do want to keep company with one of those stuck-up hedonists after all. Macius growls in retaliation. Still, if you're afraid of the monsters, I suppose I could accompany you. After all, what kind of noble would I be if I don't have some degree of prowess with a sword? And noblesse oblige dictates that it's my sacred duty to protect powerless commoners such as yourself. I'm gonna yawn again, I apologise, but I can't help it. Ugh. What the hell? Nobody's asking your high excellency to deign to help us. AKA, petty bitchy moment each. But that's actually going to be fine. I'll just find my way out of here before you. I can take care of myself. Without any relic of the class system weighing me down. Humph. And they walk together, the Mao. They're slightly separated, but you get the gist of it. Actually, I've never not clicked here. What happens? Does Eustace just keep walking straight? Nope, he turns right at the last second. Wild. What should we do? What we can do. The only thing we can do is to explore these ruins for ourselves. I believe it would be prudent to remain in small groups, however. Oh, however. Guys, I'm gonna, every time I need to yawn, I'm gonna mute up, so if you just see me not saying anything and letting them speak, that's why I'm about to do it. I'm back, but my golly. The girls are sticking together. Apart from the stray cat Fee that's just walking off. Actually, no, let's see. Does Fee turn as well? I need to know. Are any of them going to just gib into a wall? No. You see what Fee did is Fee dissipated. She's run off. We'll see if she can join us later. Shall we off? I'm certain you didn't be fine, but do take care. If you'll excuse us, please. And humph. The Sundere humph. And you can just tell it's zooming in on him. Not such a hot first impression there, huh? You can say that again. I'll have to clear things up with her later. Anyway, how do you guys want to do this? Should the three of us stick together too? Sounds good to me, says Elliot. Because he'd be scared to walk on his own. And the absolute Giga Chad that is Gaius not objecting. Gaius Warsaw. Oh, he's always got the aura, you know? Even if his arm muscles are voxels. Oh my god, I've never noticed that before. Look how warped his arms are. Playing the old games like this just reminds me how janky it is. Like, the eye texture, significantly better than the older versions, but the arms, you can't polish that. Don't believe I've introduced myself yet. My name is Gaius Warsaw. I just arrived in the Empire, so any help you can offer would be appreciated. Oh, so you're from abroad, I've been wondering. Doesn't it, like, turn out he's not technically from abroad? But, like, kind of, but it's part of the Empire, so I don't think he's from abroad. I'm very confused. Anyway, I'm guessing he's not from abroad, but, like, he's part of, like, the rural areas of the country. I always forget, like, Erebonia and how it works, but hey. My name's Reen Schwartz, nice to meet you. Elliot Craig. So you fight with that?
Ah,
Of course, why else would I be carrying it? Bro. Brutal, but true. It's a spear, but it has a cross-shaped head. Looks kind of awesome. It combines the best parts of a spear and a poleaxe. I was handy with it back home. I'm sure you were, because you're an absolute Chad. Now, speaking of weapons, yours looks unique. Oh, this thing, that's an orbital staff. It's a prototype. He had good scores with it, so he's rolled with it. Basically, it's a mage's staff. They're still in development. They're not too many around. That said, I'm curious what you've got there, Reen. Oh, my sword. It's like, when I saw it, I was like, it's just Itachi. I don't understand what's special about it, and I will to this day die on that hill. And then I remembered, though, yes, it's a JRPG, it's not like set in folklore Japan, it's folklore Europe, so it's a big hum and huzzah about a Japanese weapon, I suppose, which is why it's important and unique in this situation. I think I got it about right now. It's different from the swords I thought people in the Empire used, though. It's an Eastern style saber called Itachi. Any way you slice it, though, it's basically a longsword. Also, that play on words, Reen, you're going to hell. That's one beautiful blade. Craftsmanship looks exceptional. They're renowned for layering the steel and the sharpness of the edge. Truth be told, though, I'm still a little hesitant to swing around with something as dangerous. Seriously, if that's what hesitant looks like, I bet confidence will make you unstoppable. I agree, Elliot. And I'm sure we won't have to wait several games for Reen to get confident in himself. Well, you sound like a good guy to have around when the going gets tough. Speaking of which, I think we've been standing around long enough. We should really get going at getting ourselves into trouble. Yeah, let's go. Right, that took 12 minutes to get through all of that. Had that had been dubbed, we would still be going because they're more voice lines and also having to sit and wait. But it didn't exactly go fast with subbed. So I then had to read them. So it's a, swings and roundabouts. Anyway, we're now out into the field. I think the first fight is scripted to actually have to happen. Nope. Cool. So you're best to try and get advantages because that will obviously stack up your bonus for your attack. Not your attack, your Okay, this is Elliot, so we want to use an art. Can't use art. I can only use attack because it is a tutorial fight. 10 out of 10. Thanks for that. Just going through all the systems, like how you earn command points from basically like attacking and stuff. I'm going to kill this thing. Let's just skip through the combat parts. I forgot I can just turbo mode it. Right. I can now go to crafts? Yes. I haven't got any craft points, so it's fine. So yeah, like you want to get like try and build combos up. I forget that you can't move in the field like or in combat like I'm used to in the other games. Moving you can do in later games, you can like move freely, but right now I can't move and attack. Moving would be a turn effectively. However, sometimes it might be worth it, especially if you want to get your mages or your supports out of the firing lane, but for now I'm not too fussed. They can take a beating, it's cool. For example, he had pretty reasonable amounts of health, so it's not really... I beg to differ, but alright. And like a glove, we have finished the fight. We only got one bonus, and that was the overkill bonus, which only gave 0.1. I hope there's not more. I can sense more. Let's just stay alert. Yeah, you're all caught up on the voice. Also, there'll be active voices speaking in the field. I'm not going to dub those. You can just figure that out yourself. I believe in you. Anyone can do it. It's probably you. Look at that. Right, there is a chest up here, which we will open. It will give me a quartz. I can fit that into someone's thing. It, however, is not a stat core, and it's just a mid-level spell that's pretty, well, mid. Whereas this one, I think it's, yeah, the Sepith one. My god, the fact that I can almost remember these is kind of horrifying. I remember the root, which this isn't great already. Is that, yep? Looks like an augment charging station, aka a healing fountain. The amount of times there's a lot of, like, things you see in loads of games before it, and it's like, yeah, that's a orb phone. It's just like, bro, just call it a phone. It's a orb charging, it's a healing fountain. Cool, we've moved on. And you can rest here. It will recover your health and your... Ooh, does it just recover the health on these, or is it recovering EP2? I can't remember. This is another scripted fight, although I think... You know, this is just scripted straight up. Don't think physical attacks are going to be very effective against that monster. I think you're right. It's going to be arts. Wow, let's fight them. So, you have to go into it, basically. But... there's no way to really get into an advantage currently because they don't get stunned, at least till later on. So you can't, like, just line yourself up for an advantage. Right. So these guys, I'm pretty sure, just going to just fire a bunch of arts at them. And the good thing about going for single target arts like these is if it kills, if one of them kills the original, like, for example, if this was to kill it, which it does, the other guys will target the other two by default. So, like this. But if you were to go for, like, a location-based one, I think in this game it does target them. But I don't think it does in later games. I'm not too sure if it does target them, though. Oh, that was a reasonable chunk, wasn't it? And just for clarification, this is why you want to use arts on them, because as you just saw there, absolutely bugger all in terms of damage output there. This is not a quiet game. I feel like I've adjusted the volume a lot today. I don't want to adjust it too much, otherwise, you know, editing it's going to be a nightmare, but I don't think I've changed much from last time. So the fact that it's this loud, I'm very confused. E-system options. You know, I've not changed it. I remember that saying. In fact, actually, the background music, which I can currently hear quite clearly, is at 1. That's hilarious. I might adjust it in future episodes, but if I don't do it now, then I'm going to be annoyed. Do I have to pick it up? Oh, I actually have to pick them up. Oh, I'm so used to being able to just walk over them. The amount of stuff I must have missed by now. Horrific. Once again, another scripted fight. I'll let this play out. Sorry, I had to yawn again. An insectoid monster, huh? Looks like that shell can take a beating. Might be pretty tough to take it down. Agreed. Wouldn't take a few wits about us against this one. Should probably give it everything we got. Arts and crafts included. That's hilarious. Cool. Oh, good lord. Yep. Stats and status effects and whatever. I'm just going to spam the spacebar for now. This might just constant fade to black. Looks great on my OLED, but I'm sure it's not great to watch. But we need to get to someone that can do something, because this is about to become a literal hellscape. Because these guys can take a beating. And I forget what you need to do to kill them, but we get to find that out together. Isn't that great? We'll try and go for just like a straight up arts there. And then we'll go for you, craft, scale, stinger. So that gets us 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Let's go that way, because most of these are already wounded, so not even close. That's not great. Look at them go. Absolutely ringing into Reen. Not much you can do in this fight. It's just a case of possibly play it smart. I'm not smart, but we do get 0 arts here. Now, I would have gone for arts. However, I'm good, Chief, because I need to get out of there. So if I put my distance in between me and the opponents, they'll hopefully target Gaius, who's got a better evasion than the rest. Yes, I know how counterattacks work. And it also means the ones that are going to just flat out target Reen are going to just take their time and take their distance. So I can do a HP regen and defense boost, which we'll do now that we've got all of them in range. I should have done that at the beginning so we prevented too much health loss, but hey, you do what you can do. We'll go this way again. That should hopefully kill a couple more. Like so. That will actually get us a bonus for Vanquisher, which thinks kill multiple at the same time, which is kind of useful. Kill these two because it'll put me on the other side again. It'll kill two of them. We've only got one more to deal with. And he gets to go twice because it's ridiculous. But hey. We should be able to hold down turbo mode now and just speed through. There's got to be a way I can change the setting for turbo mode to go much quicker. As you can see, by getting a Vanquisher and a double kill and overkill, because you can actually stack these. And in old games, you can stack them. I think you can get multiple of the same one, and you need to double check that. So it can come in quite a big bonus. So for example, we got 1.7 times the original amount, which I'm assuming would have been about more than 250, 260, 270-ish, right? So not too bad. Yeah, later games you can only get one of each bonus, which is wild, but they do add up still to crazy amounts. Elliot, you okay? Yeah, I'm just so relieved the fight was over. Oh, he stopped when I made you. God damn it. He's like, oh yeah, I couldn't stand much longer, basically, because he was so nervous. I'm amazed how calm you two are. You don't seem tired or worried or anything. I'm just used to fighting once the luck ease. And Reen's fine. So's Elliot now. I just had a momentary lapse, so I can get up now. And there we go. Look out. Eh. Get ready for the best cutscene of all time. I like how you have all that time to react as well. Like, I clicked and it took a while. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to make it in time. Well, you've got plenty of time. I just won't click for you. Looks like I made it just in time. Thank Adios for that. Who could it be? It's a nerd with a shotgun. Nerd with a shotgun. Oh, it's you. You said your name is Machias, right? That's right. Came to realize I shouldn't have just stormed off like I did. No, really? I have someone else to blame, so I'm going to blame them. I mean, I let that arrogant noble goad me into losing my composure and acting on impulse. I'm sorry, I hope you can forgive me. No worries. Thanks for saving me. I'm glad I happened to be passing by. After I cooled my head, I decided to retrace my steps, and there you were. Is it just the three of you? Yeah, we talked for a bit, so we killed time, so they're probably ahead of us. There's no reason to go back further. I can't imagine you find anyone there. It doesn't sound suspicious and like we just murdered the rest of them behind us at all. No worries, I see. Don't suppose you mind if I came with you? I'm reasonably skilled with the guns, so you might find it useful having me along. Sure, welcome aboard. My name's Reen. Elliot Craig. Gaius Warzel. Pleasure's mine, I assure you. My name is Machias Renitz. Can I ask what social class you each belong to? Bro. I hate posh people as much as the next guy, even though I sound posh. I promise you, I'm not posh. The amount of times people have told me, oh, you sound posh. And I'm like, thanks. When I was going through my puberty, I had a choice between Somerset or Wiltshire. And my brain went, neither of those sounds good, nor does a mix. Go posh. And here we are. Although, not really that posh when you actually hear posh people. They're proper posh. Anyway, See, that's how you know I'm not posh. I just use the words proper and posh in quick succession. Could I ask what your social class? Yeah. Elliot just like awkwardly smiling. Like, I realize that it might sound because of my outburst. Please, the person I'm simply curious to know who I'm associating with. Well, both my parents are commoners. Likewise, the minor homeland has no class system to begin with. I see, from abroad then. What about you, Reen? Well... let's just say I haven't got a drop of noble blood in my veins. So I guess we're on equal standing here. Well, now that's a relief. We should probably get moving. I'm somewhat concerned about the girls, as you might imagine. I'd feel much better if we were around to help if they were around to help if they were in danger. Good lord. Yeah, you ain't got nothing to worry about. With the absolute unit that is Laura with them, I'd be more worried for the monsters. I suppose they're strength in numbers. Alright, let's go. Macius has joined the party. Right. Let's go. Oh, for God's sake. I picked something up. I want to pick something up, but the active voice chat's just... go away! Good lord. Get something on the ground, want to pick it up. Oh, let's just have a midway conversation. How about we don't? So I think Macius is good against these guys, so if we quickly just... I made a mistake. I forgot that these guys are substantially faster. Let's just put this on turbo. Put it on turbo mode. There we go. Crikey. Right, crafts. Autumn leaf cutter. Currently, I can only get 3. Oh, I think there is a way to get 4. Perfect. I like a glove. So I can get these 3. I can't get Elliot, but as long as Elliot stays in the back, we should be fine. Craft, scale stinger, obviously. 2, 3 anyway. Let's just go for these guys. Got paralyze one on the back, which is useful. Do you have any good crafts? Break shot, yes. It's good against armored opponents, however, because it drops their defense, and that's pretty useful. However, it's a single target. I think it might be multiple if they're next to each other. And I also think that he can do a shot and it can go through enemies. I can't remember how he works. I rarely used Macius, but when I ended up using him once, I was like, oh my god, he's actually quite good. But I'm happy with Reen. Just constantly cleaning stuff up. And because of his amazing S-craft, as well as his amazing orb, it's just fantastic. So Elliot can get multiple if they're right next to each other, which is awesome. Straight line for Gaius, because why not? There we go, we're down to 2. The guy that was going to have a go didn't get a go because he was paralyzed. Also, that defense boost, kind of freaking massive, because we only took like such a small amount then. You're going to have to move up. There we go, perfect. So I assume we got a couple of bonuses. Nope, just the double kill. Okay. But we did level up, which is nice. The good thing is, as well, though Macius didn't level, it will probably drag up everyone's level when you go from different regions, which you'll understand later on. It sort of just drags them up, I believe. Right. I don't want to have to keep fighting, because there's not much bonus to be made. Like, getting 1 or 2 levels in this area is pretty much all you can achieve. Memory serves me. It's like you don't get much. So just move on where you can. Get into a fight because you weren't paying attention. Standard stuff, really, guys. Doesn't matter which one you aim at, just aim it at someone. I like how it says 0 arts, because basically I don't know if that cost. Yeah, it still costed, which is hilarious. But basically what it did was not allow me to get another turn with 0 arts, which would have been pretty useful. Macius seems to be a bit of a slow caster, which is fine, because We're in this situation where it comes up to you and you can just flummox them quite quickly. No tactical bonuses, which is kind of a pain, but hey. You can get bonuses, I believe. Guys, did I go backwards? I need to be real with me. I think I went backwards. Oh, I forgot. There's one thing about Trails that always throws me for a loop. Sometimes, I don't know what it is. Like, I'm not good with navigating in games anyway, right? I think we already know this. Okay, so E's that. Where's the map? Okay, that's that. That's E. So that's R. Okay, so R is good because it gives me everything I need to know. I can't remember what the zoom in the map it is. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've gone backwards. As I said, not the sharpest of tools, and I get turned around in this game really easily. So let's ignore and move on. Let's ignore the fact I went backwards, and instead move forwards. Like so. Nice and quickly. Oh wait, hang on a second. Did I move backwards? Yes, I did, because this is the crossroad. We meet again. Yeah, we do. Good to see you guys are hanging in there. I'm glad the four of you are unharmed as well. Seems you've cooled your head a bit at least. Yes, I've calmed down now. Barely. I wonder who she's glaring at. I believe I've introduced myself. This is Laura S. R side. S side? R side. R side. There we go. From the town of Legram. Pleasure making your acquaintance. Legram? That's down on the southeastern outskirts of the Empire. It's an old castle town on the shores of Lake Ebel. Ebel? Connected to the country by train, but other than that, it's a fairly remote region. That name sounds so familiar. Wait, so your father would be... Yes, my father is... I'm about to show how common as feck I am. I don't know if it's Viscount, Viscount, or what. So I'm going to say Viscount. It might be Viscount. It might be Viscount. And for all I know, it could be Cherry. But we're going to just go with Viscount. Lord of Legram. Do you take issue with that? No, not at all. Mackie's was it. I can only speak for myself. But I don't feel I've done anything to bring shame upon myself in Adios's eyes. I fully believe the same to be true of my father. Also, Adios is the name for the goddess of creation in this universe. Please, I meant no offense. Sorry if I, Sorry, I don't believe we've been introduced. Good sidetrack. I'm Emma Milstein. So, I come from a distant region of the Empire. I was only able to attend Thor thanks to a scholarship. Nice to meet you. A scholarship? Ah, that's how... Now you mention it. Our instructor did say you were the top of score of the entrance exam. Right. Macchius fans are in the dirt right now, but I promise you he gets better as a character and as a person. I'm going to read this because he said it. But bear. To think I was outdone, and by a girl no less. Yeah, you must be quite the prodigy, says guys. Maybe it seems like it now, but really I'm not. I don't have any training in the martial arts, so this is the weapon they recommended to me. Oh look, it's another staff. You got an orbital staff too, looks different from mine. So it does. I wonder if it's just cosmetic. Or one's support, one's attack. I'm not clicking anything. I want to see how far this zooms out. Does it keep zooming? No, it stops. Okay. The 1,000-yard stare from blonde-haired girl. So I really need to clear things up with her, but what do I say? Something the matter? We're all acquainted now, it's only proper that you introduce yourself. Yeah, okay. Elisa R. From Rur. Pleasure to meet almost all of you. Rur, what's it like living there? It's probably a new technological breakthrough every week. The Rhineford company is based in Rur, and they're the largest heavy industry corporation on the continent, aren't they? Really? Elisa R. From Rur, where the Rhineford is. Interesting. I suppose they are. So, hey. I guess that bow must have been the case with you had with you when we first met, right? I've never seen one like it. Is there some kind of orbal mechanism built in? There is, but I don't see how that's any of your business. Ouch. Yeah, I haven't got any ideas what to do now. We've all run into each other wandering around. How about we stick together? You thought they were in the dirt before, but they've just been pile-drived further into the mud. Machias, I think that would be for the best. It's not safe for a group of girls to travel alone. You may require protection. You needn't be concerned about that. One of my favourite moments in the series. Where did you get that sword from, Laura? Where did you pull it from? Alright? I know that this is a universe with magic, although a lot of JRPGs, right, have the same problem that Marvel does, and it annoys me to the 10,000th billionth degree. It's one of the worst writing decisions I ever see in any form of media, and I hate it. These aren't angels, they're trans-dimensional beings. It's not magic, it's the source code of the universe. That person's not been resurrected, that was the memory of them just before they died that's been reused by a certain device, and they're not really alive again, so to speak. Now, this series has some of that. Not a lot of it, but it has some of it. I will never forgive Marvel for how they tried to explain away magic, and you can tell I'm still bitter, but it's one of my least, in fact, I hate it. To the point it can ruin things for me in any form of media. Just say it's a demon, man. You don't need to say it's Lovecraftian-esque alien from another dimension. No, it's a demon. Just leave it at that. Wow, where was this tangent coming from? Oh yeah, I know there's magic in this universe. Kind of, although it might not be. But what transspatial, transdimensional magic do you have access to? Because where did you pull that sword from? Because first off, I don't know if that's Elisa's bow. That is Elisa's bow. So that's not a sheath. You don't have a sheath equipped. And I don't see... Yeah, okay. I beg your pardon, I don't mean to boast, but I'm confident my swordsmanship will be more than sufficient to protect us. But now I think it's best to remain in separate groups. There are still two of us who remain unaccounted for. That's right, we still haven't run into that silver-haired girl. In that case, two teams means double the chance to find them. Two teams is double the coverage and double the chance of crossing paths with the missing Patriots. How's that sound? No objectives. So then, shall we be off? Alright. We'll see the four of you later then. Yep. So Reen's sighed because he's still getting side-eyed, and she really doesn't seem like she's gonna let that go, does she? It was clearly an accident, everyone could see that way. I suppose it doesn't make any difference to her. Still, there's no one else worried about leaving a group of girls to defend themselves in a place like this. There are four of us here, perhaps one of us should go follow them. I don't think we have anything to worry about as long as Laura's with them. Is this peaking when Gaia speaks? I need to put my headphones on just a second. She really wears a skill on her sleeve. I doubt she drags around a sword that big just for show. Hello? Hello? Am I peaking? Bah, 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 bah. Just for show. No, okay. Okay. I'm losing my mind. I tell you why I think I'm hearing peaking. Listen to the background track. Those little bongos are throwing me for a freaking loop. So no, there's no peaking. It's certainly an enormous blade. I call it comically huge if it doesn't look so dangerous, but at the end of the day, a lady is a lady. She's taller and steadier than I am, though I have to admit it's still hard to believe anyone could swing that beast of a sword.
Yeah.
I bet she can whip it round with ease. Yep, she can. The Arside School of Swordsmanship serves as a general basis for the knights used throughout the Empire, and her father is arguably the strongest swordman in the country. Reen, you not stop talking, Haha, I muted you. People call him the Radiant Blade Master. Right. Sorry, that part goes on for a while, so I just wanted to skip through it. I doubt any of us could hold our own against her, let alone beat her. Interestingly, I didn't know there were still roots of the old knightly styles alive in the Empire. You know a lot about this. Is it a hobby? I'm a swordsman. It's not a hobby. Bro has a sword, I mean. Anyway, how about we pick up the search? Still worry about the silver-haired girl and Duke Alberia's son. I couldn't care less what happened to that pompous ass. He can rot her down her hair. Come on, that's no way to treat someone you just met. Sorry, I wanted to skip through that audio as much as possible because this game's fantastic, but the beginning cutscenes are laborious for recording. We don't need to go that way because that's where they came from. And per Gaius' active chat just there, we're getting close to the exit.
Yeah.
Those two could sense her. It's the silver-haired girl. Glad to see you're alright. Though it looks like there's nothing to worry about in the first place. Nope. I'm sorry, I just took a deep sigh. I don't know what... Oh, because when they were talking, I muted and had a vape, and I was wondering why I was slightly tight in the chest because I didn't properly exhale it. I'm small and quick. These things can't lay a finger on me. Flea Klaus Hell. Not Flea Klaus. Oh yeah, that's my name. You're just over halfway through. Keep it up. Later. Hey, wait. Should you be okay on your own? Yeah, I'm used to it. See you at the end. Parkour, just like a cat. Fee cat confirmed. I just hit the mic with my hand. Ow. What just happened? She certainly wasn't fibbing about being quick on her feet. Guess we don't really need to worry about her. Yeah, now I'm more convinced ever she knows what she's doing. In a monologue, just over halfway through already. Has she already been to the exit and then come back? Possibly. Right. I'm assuming this is the right direction. It does turn you around a lot after cutscenes, so I'm making sure. I believe this is the correct route. I have a slight headache, stab pain coming in. That's wild. Do you hear that? Yeah, someone's fighting. Let's go investigate. I wonder who it could be. Oh no, he's surrounded. Incredible. That was something. Judging by that display, I don't think he needs any help from us. Take it, that's another school of Imperial swordsmanship. That's right, that's court fencing, an agile style favoured by the nobility, which is why it's quite like fencing in terms of it being like a rapier's thrust, so you stab. What the hell? Just keeping my ears open, I think I just heard someone try to get in. But my cameras aren't going off, so no one is. And judging by his poise, he's no amateur. And he kills the last one without any difficulty. I'm just checking my cameras because I'm that much of a paranoid person. Let's see. Just reading now. Sigh. Did you need something? Yeah. Who can out-petty the other? Sorry, I was just admiring your swordsmanship. Yeah. Reen Schwartz, I didn't get a chance to introduce myself. Elliot Craig, Gaius Warzel. I believe I have already introduced myself, but once again, I'm Eustace Alberia. And I have to say, I didn't think you had it in you. I'm impressed. What are you talking about? This dynamic is amazing. After all that bluster about finding a way to the exit alone, I wasn't expecting you to actually rely on others for help. I assume you came to your senses shortly after you stormed off and then wandered back to apologize like a good boy. Truly the virtue of the common man, why a preening noble such as myself would be far too proud to do such a thing. Ugh, what the hell is your problem? You nobles really are all the same, so full of yourself, it's a wonder you don't pop. And you're not just a garden variety noble either. House Alberia is one of the highest ranking in the country. Notice how now he's distinguishing between the different varieties of nobles. Probably because Laura popped it in for that, but we'll see if that develops further. I'll bet you love looking down on us less fortunate souls, don't you? You'll want to talk. I don't need a lecture in rank from the son of the Imperial Governor. Wait, what? I did think the name sounded familiar. Karl Renyetz, the first commoner to ever hold the seat of Imperial Governor in Heimdall, the first to rule the capital. And this headstrong young land just so happens to be a chip off of that old block. Pretty rarefied air for a simple commoner, don't you think? What does that have to do with anything? Technically, you are, by role system within a caste network, now a new money noble, rather than the old money noble. Yeah. Yeah, he's that, but he earned it after years of hard, honest work. Don't you go lumping him in with you nepotists who get your titles handed to you just for being born. Perish the thought. No, I just forget how long sometimes the speech is. No, I mainly just regard your father as a reformist and a close... reformist? Reformist. And a close friend of the Chancellor at that. And as you're vividly aware, his faction is in conflict with the noble factions, led none other by than the Great Four Houses. Guys, I was going to not speak as much and just chill. The problem is, because there is so much exposition that's being dropped at this point, you kind of need to run with it. When you look at it that way, your vitriolic disdain for nobility suddenly seems rather cheap, wouldn't you say? You son of a... Machias, don't. Reprimand Eustace or stop Machias. Now, I'm not saying either of them's right. but only one of them has belittled the ladies of the group. Stop Machias. Eustace is obviously trying to goad him, and Machias is falling for it. I know he's taunting you, but lashing out at him isn't going to solve anything. And Eustace, don't you think that was a little uncalled for? Also, I would like to say, there was no option to just watch what happens. I wasn't the one who started this. Let me, damn it, just let go of me already. I'm sorry, Kay, just leave me alone for a while. You should guys go on ahead with him. I've actually always reprimanded Machias, so I've never known if you get Machias in your party if you go the other way around. I think you went a little too far, Eustace, but being at odds with Machias is one thing, but dragging his father into it is pretty low. You're better than that. Perhaps I was a bit out of line. It would seem I still have much to learn. You look shocked. Why? Well, you're the son of Duke Calvaria, right? I wasn't expecting this noble to admit he was wrong. There's no need to address me so formally. We may come from different social spheres, but here at this academy we're supposed to be on equal standing. Also, the idea goes anyway. We're muting the game. Yeah, that's true. I mean, yes, I'm with you all the way there. ... Sorry, we've got to power through, because this has taken nearly an hour and we're not out of the prologue dungeon. Or the tutorial dungeon. Is the class really that big a deal here in the Empire? It is. This country's long history, and the class system's one of the essential institutions of most of that. So what are you going to do, Eustace? Mackie said to go with you. I don't want to be pressing to come along if you don't want to. I was tending to press onto the experiment by myself, but I prefer not to mimic the action of his ilk, so I'll accompany you. Oh, I think I just crashed the game. Or did I crash my PC? I crashed the game. We're back. The game crashed. We're supposed to be on equal standing. Also, the idea goes anyway. Yeah, that's true. I mean, with you, I'm with you all the way there. There's caste system and thing. Yes, country's long system of class history. What are we going to do, Eustace? We got back to where I thought we got to, but now I'm remembering more of these lines. I prefer not to mimic the actions, Ink, so I'll accompany you. What? Glare. Sorry, I'm just surprised we're worthy of your company. I mean, I'm looking forward to having you on the team. Let's just go with that. We should get moving then. Mackie's left the party. Eustace has joined the party. There we go. Fan-freaking-tastic. Let's get the speed up a bit, just so I can just get this done. Oh, look, I can't pick it up because Elliot won't shut his trap. There we go. Fantastic. I think I was hoping to get through to the final boss. I can't remember what the map control button is, but the control? Shift? Tab? No. I feel like that becomes the map thing down the line. What it can be, though, is I can save the game. There we go. How long was the last video? I need to find out. If I press this. Okay, so this can be another, like, 10 minutes longer, and it'll be an hour. That's fine. Is it this way? No, this way is a chest, if I remember. Which we will go to, because loot is loot at the end of the day. And then we'll outrun the enemies on both sides, nice and easy. Just head straight towards the end, although this might be towards another chest. It is. It's a red chest, so that's got to be a treasure of some description. Ooh, that is useful. Let's give Gaius that quartz. That puts his evasion up to 5% innately, but I think he's got a higher with his quartz, his master ornament and stuff. I know that we came from the right-hand side because of the dots on the map that I'm actually paying attention to now. And because there is a healing point here, that usually denotes a boss. The downside is, I don't know if I want to record the boss, because before and after it is a butt ton of dialogue, which will make nicely for the next episode, I think. So I think this is a great place to end the video. Apologies for the game crashing. I may have tried to skip through the audio too quickly. That's my bad. But in my defense, there's a lot of exposition to begin with, and I'm trying to give you guys as much information as you need. I know it sounds like I'm moaning a lot, but I promise you, I love this game with all my heart. I just don't know how I'm going to record content for it, because it can be a bit weird like that. But hey, I guess we get to find out together, and plus, you get to see the glory that is Trails, so yeah, it's a win-win. Anyway, I think this is a great place to end the video, so if you have enjoyed today's video, please make sure to smash the like button down below. If you haven't, make sure to subscribe and more crazy videos. That's super duper appreciated. My name is Video. You can be these. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a nice day, and ta-ra.